What's up, YouTube? It is NZ Dreamer, and today I just want to talk about a quick dream that this person who I was friends with had. Now, this person that I met was this person I was friends with in university this year. It was somebody who I befriended who was in one of my classes, and I bonded with her because she was into meditation, and so am I, and we began to talk. Now, and she told me about a dream that she had regarding the Egyptian gods. Now, I just gotta say, first of all, this isn't my dream, so I don't really fully remember it. Like, I don't. She didn't really give me details about it. I don't really remember what she said fully, so these details are not fully accurate. And two, I'm not really like friends with this person anymore. So I can't really like elaborate more on this dream that she had. Like, our friendship didn't really work out, so yeah, I can't really elaborate it, but I'm gonna do my best to say her dream. So pretty much, in her dream, she was in like some field or something, I think, and she was being chased by Egyptian gods who were trying to chase her down. And that's all I really remember. And pretty much what I think was going on was I think she was being chased by like fallen angel beings or something. Because if you look into the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jasher and stuff like that, the Watchers who were coming down, they came down to Earth, they taught us technology, and they were kind of like the Anunnaki the from the ancient Sumerian and Babylonian records that Zechariah Sitchin talks about. And if you look into like into the into religions of the ancient Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, and all that kind of stuff, they talk about these gods. They taught them all this knowledge, and like that taught them how to worship. And they talk about these demigods. We like these gods, like they sleep with human women and they have children. And since the ancient Egyptians were, connected to these watchers through the Book of Enoch, like the Book of Enoch is basically it's basically like an antithesis to Greek mythology and to ancient Egyptian, Sumerian mythology, and all those kind of religions, because those religions were like authoritarian religions where like the gods, these tyrannical pagan gods, would just boss people around, oppress people, and they'd freely have sex with human women and men without their consent and just have children who would wreak havoc, do whatever. This Book of Enoch says, no, hold up, you guys are on the wrong. So pretty much that's what's going on with the ancient Egyptians. Since the ancient Egyptians are so connected to occultism, if you look into it, the ancient Egyptians were very connected to occultism. There's a reason why the 10 plagues happened in Egypt in the Book of Exodus, and why the Egyptians were viewed so negatively in the Torah and the Old Covenant and stuff. And, there's a reason why they were viewed so negatively, and why, like, there's so much Egyptian symbolism in the Freemasons Illuminati. Pretty much there's like a all-seeing eye of Horus, that's an Egyptian pyramid, and stuff like that. So pretty much due to this like this 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 context, I think that this this girl I know's dream might have had more significance than realized. Now, this might sound a little bit jumbled, a little bit messed up. If you're gonna ask questions about it in the comments, I'm willing to reply and stuff. It's just very hard to explain in like a few minutes. And on my other channel, I want to make a video explaining the Egyptian gods, the Book of Enoch, and all that stuff. But if you are watching this, I highly recommend that you read the Book of Enoch and you learn about the Anunnaki and the Sumerian gods and the Egyptian gods. Because once you realize what the Nephilim and the Watchers are and who they were from the Sumerian and Babylonian perspectives, you're going to realize that our civilizations, our societies, they have a lot of like occult roots, and our ruling bloodline, our elites, and these people, they ain't fully human, man. They're from a serpent seed, and there's multiple serpent seeds because these watchers, they come down and there's multiple watchers that sleep with multiple humans. So That's what I recommend. I guess this video is just a promotion for Chariot of the Gods and the Anunnaki idea. Now, I know it's not fully accurate. I know that not everything there is accurate, but I think the core idea is actually accurate. Like these beings had advanced technology and all that stuff. And since I've had other dreams about like UFOs and fallen angels, I think it's safe to say that this Anunnaki stuff is real. And people say the Nephilim that they don't exist and stuff, but if you read the Epic of Gilgamesh and you read about who Enkidu was, Enkidu, then you're gonna realize that that dude is pretty much Nephilim. He's basically an animal lion man. I mean, I don't know. When was the last time you saw a lion man around? That doesn't happen very much. So, I think it was Nephilim or some kind of like hybrid being made by these Watcher beings. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm sorry I don't have more information, and if I do apologize if this wasn't completely clear. If it's not completely clear, I'll either re-record this and I'll write down some prompts, or I'll explain on my other channel and I'll talk to you about explaining the comments. I'm Truth TV Z. I'm out. Peace.